Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Sports Geek with me, Hayford, and with me in the studio is
Augustine.
And today we are going to discuss Chelsea, my darling club. So, for some time now, there has been a lot of controversies surrounding Chelsea, and we would like to give an in-depth analysis on what is happening in the club. So, my analyst will help us get to know why Chelsea was sanctioned.
Okay, thank you very much, Hayford. The whole thing surrounding Chelsea draws back to the Russia-Ukraine war, the misunderstanding between President Vladimir Putin and President Zelensky. And this in a way has affected a lot of Russian businessmen, including our own, as a football fraternity, our own Roman Abramovich, who is concerned, who is the owner of Chelsea Football Club, the world champions, the European champions, the defending champions of champions,
yes.
Champions League, UEFA Champions League, and a lot. Yes, but the problem wasn't just with his ties with Abramovich. The sanctions came, and a lot of bans were rained on Chelsea, including no selling of tickets, no opening of the stores, and no selling of the merchandising a lot. But just recently, the Chelsea club have appealed to the UK government to lift the selling of tickets in a way. But it was quite frustrating to be a team, or to be a group of people, to be a group of children, and your father being sanctioned, or your father being tied at his back. And this was when Chelsea was about to play a match against Burnley, and some hours before the game, there was an announcement by UK government that their owner, Roman Abramovich, was going to be sanctioned. And still, how Chelsea are picking points from matches is something I can't just sit down and connect the dots, because your home is facing challenges, but you still go out and perform very well in school. And I think the credit goes to their coach Thomas Tuchel, who after the sanction said, as long as they have enough bars and enough jerseys, they would go all out to play games.
So before the sanctions, the UK government, Abramovich was already making plans to sell the team and give the proceeds to the Ukrainians who are currently suffering from the attacks on Russia. So why did the UK government decide to interfere with him selling the club, which was definitely going to be faster than the UK government having a hand in it?
Yeah, that's something, honestly, I disagree with the UK government, because Mr. Abramovich set a date for the deadline for those who would bring in bids for the Chelsea club. But just 2 days before the deadline, the UK government came in sanctioning him. That means he wouldn't be able to be in charge to sell the team. So, which means that they, in one way or the other, once the proceeds or the fundings or the profits from selling the club come straight into their accounts, and which they claim they are going to also give it to the Ukraine and the Ukrainians. But I think for the club to work smoothly and for everything to go on well, it would have been better if they allowed Abramovich to sell the club. But since they've decided to do what they want, we pray the club still gets unaffected with whatever is happening.
So do you think it was a direct interference by the UK government on a football club?
Yeah. Something like that happened in Ghana concerning the appointment of the coach, which CAF said the government was interfering directly into the affairs of football. Yes, I think if that was the line, then UK government also interfering into the world of football in UK. So if that's the thing, then I don't think they were supposed to interfere. It's a football thing. So they should have left it for Maria Ganoskaya, Peter Cech, and Roman Bach to take care of everything.
So why do you think FIFA hasn't yet issued any statement concerning the actions of the UK government? Do you think it is something relating to the fact that the English are known to be superpowers or something like that? Because a similar thing happened in Kenya, where the government tried to meddle in sports, and they've given Kenya a ban. So why isn't UK also suffering from the same thing?
So that draws us back to the fact that human beings, we are hypocrites. You get it? Yes, Kenya did that. I remember Kenya did that, and the government was punished, or they were warned. by the FIFA. Now the English or the UK government is doing it, but the FIFA seems not to have seen anything, not to have heard anything that's going on. I think if I were to be in the president, for to be in the position of where FIFA is right now, I would have just give a warning to the UK government and then ask them to sit somewhere for the process to go on smoothly and fast.
Right. So who are the bidders for the Chelsea club? Who has made his intention to buy the club, and what does it take to buy Chelsea?
Okay, Chelsea as a club, for its value, it was valued around 3 to 4 billion, and then that was stated by the owner Roman Abramovich. Yes, so yes, it was actually sent to me, because how would you value a club which has the badge of the best team in the world at the moment, a club which has won the European Championship, the Club World Cup, a club which has won a sum of trophies since 2003. Yes, so I think they deserved it. And for the bidders, we've seen our own Chairman to me making Ghana proud.
Do you think you'll be able to buy the team?
Oh, Chairman to me, for England, I think it will be difficult without selling a club or buying a club in England. I think it's going to be difficult.
But why do you think Chairman to me didn't invest his money into local football, but rather he wants to buy Chelsea?
Oh, Chairman is a businessman, you get it. So if you're a businessman and you have a local club, you have an English club, would you invest in a local club?
So ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this episode of Sports Gig with me, Hayford. I would like you to like, share and subscribe to our channel for interesting content.